Hey folks, today I'm going to take a little bit of time to install these brand new WeatherTech no-drill mud flaps. Now, geez, why am I doing that? What's the big deal? Well, I have mud flaps already on the back, which is kind of where they're really necessary, I think. But one of the things that I did not too long ago is I also installed a side step on each side. And a consideration with that is to think about the upcoming winter. And what folks have told me, and it makes good sense, is that you pretty much need mud flaps here as well, because otherwise the snow, ice, water, it's going to turn into ice, being thrown off of these tires is going to accumulate all over your side step. And that's going to make that side step kind of slippery. So rather than deal with that and then try to install mud flaps during the winter and deal with ice and stuff in here, a little bit smart, I'm going to try to take care of it now in the fall. So this is a no-drill, custom fit to the contours of the fender for the Ram 1500 from the years 2009 through 2018. So essentially through the current model year. Of course, 2019s are coming out. But anyway, through the 2018. This is a 2013 Ram 1500 Express truck. We're going to go ahead and install this, and I plan on allowing the camera to run because it says installs in minutes, mounts in minutes. No drilling through steel required. So we're going to let this thing run, install this, see how long it really takes me. As you can see, I have not opened this up. I have two boxes, front, let's say, rear, right there. They're the same. And we're going to see how this goes. Yeah, let's open it up and take a look. Got two separate mud flap parts kits. One is called CC and the other is called V, Victor. Don't know what they're for yet, but I ain't going to lose them. Let me refer back to the installation instructions. I have two sets that are identical. I guess if you lose one, you can utilize the other one. Now this is interesting. Step one is to thoroughly wash your vehicle. Take care to remove all dirt, debris, and stains from each fender in the area corresponding to where the mud flaps will be installed. Well, I guess we're going to have to call that good enough. Park the vehicle, step two, on level ground with the wheels turned fully to the left. Aha! Got to do that. And to begin with the driver's side mud flap installation. So just give me a minute, get this thing started up, and to turn these wheels fully to the left. Now I like these steps. So far so good. Step one and step two have been completed. Let's do step three. The pieces shown need to be removed for a proper fit. Oh, I see. So this right here needs to be removed for this proper fit. Similar on the rear. I like to dry fit these things, and already I can kind of see how this is going to work. It's going to be real nice. Just need to remove those two bolts. That one and this one here. Now while I'm doing this, I should talk a little bit, I think, about these bully side steps that I put on. I purchased the kit for the Ram 1500, and I have to say that the installation didn't really go super smoothly. It takes a little bit of re-engineering to get it to fit a 2013 Ram 1500. I double checked everything. I did order the right piece. I got it through Amazon.com, and it should fit this truck. All the instructions indicate that it should fit, but let me tell you, there's a little bit of rethinking the process and re-engineering it to make it fit. But hey, now it is rock solid and working really, really well for me. Took me just a little bit longer to get it in this condition after figuring out that the initial instructions were not going to work. So back to this, I just need to remove those two. Okay, and there's another one right underneath here. Oh, I see. Step 4 applies to the rear. So we're going to just focus on the front right here. On the front, additional fasteners will need to be removed. This fastener is a small plastic rivet with a Phillips head bit, and that's this right here. It essentially just popped right off. You could unscrew it if you like, but it popped off awful easy. Interesting. These two instructions are actually different. They start off the same. Thoroughly wash your vehicle, park it on level ground, turn the wheels out. But now this part is the assembly part. So it says locate the fastener holding inner plastic liner to the fender lip. Using the appropriate socket, remove that fastener. Well, that's what we just did. This fastener will be reused. And so that's these fasteners right here. Place the mud flap marked LH on the fender. Line up the holes in the fender lip and the plastic liner behind it. Using the sheet metal screws previously removed, again that's these, put the screw through the mud flap and the fender lip, then thread into the clip on the plastic liner. Do not tighten at this time. Here we go, LH. We're going to place this right in there. That is a nice fit already. It's just right in there, just like it should be. That's good. That's a good sign. On step 7, which I just completed, while holding the mud flap firmly against the fender, tighten the two fasteners. For additional support, a 1/4 inch hole can be drilled or cut into the plastic liner behind the third hole in the mud flap. Talking about this area right over here, right there. Once the two fasteners have been tightened, use the third hole in the mud flap as the guide to drill an additional hole. This hole will only be in the plastic. Now that's interesting because as I'm looking at this, I'm a little bit concerned that this mud flap, as this wheel turns in and out, might catch on this inside lip and tear off or obstruct the turning of this wheel and then cause damage to this thing. So I think I'm going to do that part. I'm going to utilize that third hole and this additional materials that they've supplied. So there's a third hole right here. I'm going to use that, and then it'll go in through the plastic fender well. I can feel my way around this. There we go. That's going to be a much better. Run that in there. Let's take a look underneath. You can see right there. Looks like we're getting kind of close to about 30 minutes on this first install. Now that includes a lot of talking, a lot of reading, rereading the instructions. I'm going to see how long it takes again on the second of these mud flaps, and the third and the fourth. It's obviously going to go a whole lot faster now that I kind of know the process. Right. That takes care of it. Easy deal. Essentially take off the old, if you have mud flaps, or take off the piece that's holding the place for the mud flaps. Install the new piece. That's about it. I do recommend installing that optional bolt on the inside, especially, I mean, obviously just in the front. That's all you need. I timed myself. I did the front on camera, did the rear off camera, as you figured out, and then I did the passenger side rear, passenger side front, having a good feel for what I'm doing here. You saw it all on video. Really nothing different in the back there. 3.5 minutes to install the rear mud flaps. 4 minutes 15 seconds, including that interior bolt for the passenger side front. And that's it. I'm just going to go around, make sure I got everything tightened up, torque it a little bit if you want to call it that, and that's it. A little bit of cleanup time. Put some things in the recycle bin, some things into the garbage bucket, and it's all done. And I should be all set for the winter snow, winter ice. Thanks for watching.